This is the best fantasy novel of the year. What if you really were transported to a fantasy world and expected to kill monsters to survive? No special abilities, no OP weapons, no status screen to boost your stats. Never mind finding the dragon's treasure or defeating the demon lord, you only need to worry about one thing: how to stay alive. The first thing I saw was the sky. I closed my eyes again. I remembered coming home after another crappy day at work, heating a frozen lasagna in the microwave, it tasted like cardboard, and falling into bed. The ceiling of my bedroom was what should have been hanging over me, not a clear blue sky. Not unless a storm had ripped the roof off my building. My fingers dug into earth and grass scratched at my neck and bare legs. The drone of an insect buzzed past, followed by a distant roar that King Kong would have been proud of. I sat bolt upright and looked around. Trees surrounded a grassy clearing full of wildflowers. I was in the t-shirt and boxers I had gone to bed in, but there was no bed and my bedroom had a totally different decor. More heads popped up in the long grass. I got to my feet and saw a dozen or so other people sitting up and looking confused. They all appeared to be close to my age and, like me, dressed for bed. About half were girls. They started asking each other questions. What's going on? Did anyone else hear that? Where is this? Does anybody know what happened? How did we get here? Lots of questions, no answers. Something buzzed at my ear and I turned sharply to avoid being stung. The thing I reacted to hovered level with my face. It resembled a dragonfly in size, and in every other respect a tiny person with wings. It hissed and bared its fangs at me before zipping off at speed. Hey, guys, listen up. The speaker was a tall, blonde guy. Ripped, good-looking, your basic alpha male. He was wearing a t-shirt for a band so cool I'd never heard of them, and knee-length shorts. He looked ready for a trip to the beach and maybe a little surfing. Girls and guys alike huddled around him. Obviously we aren't in Kansas anymore. I wouldn't have put it in quite such a cliched way, but he wasn't wrong. Judging by the weird creature I saw earlier, we weren't even on planet Earth anymore. It's pretty clear none of us knows what's going on, but the important thing is to stay calm. There doesn't appear to be any immediate danger, so sit tight and a few of us will scope out the surroundings, see if we can get our bearings. That cool with everyone? A general murmur of assent spread through the crowd, but I expect they would have agreed to form a circle and do the hokey pokey if Golden Boy had asked them to. And, girls, said a guy who had taken up position on Golden Boy's shoulder, any of you feeling scared, come see me. I'll make you feel safe. Rather than getting on with Golden Boy's plan, suddenly everyone wanted to make a suggestion based on an episode of Bear Grylls they half remembered watching or something equally inane. They seemed to have totally forgotten about the strange noises we'd heard. Having seen the weird fairy creature, I suspected it wasn't just a couple of stray dogs out there. The quicker we found a path or track leading somewhere safe, the better. Once I got my breath back, I moved closer to the trees, trying to see through the gloomy gaps between gnarly tree trunks. Which was when I saw the group of men headed in our direction, dressed in armor and carrying swords.